Welcome to the 48th annual TV auction. I'm Tanya Frost. I'm the events manager here at the Boys and Girls Club, and I am going to do a little walkthrough with you on how to get registered and bid on items for this year's great event. So let me just share my screen here so you can see what it is that you need to go to. So you're going to go to bid4kids.org. And so that's bid4kids.org. And this is going to be our landing page here. And what you're going to go to is you're going to go to preview product. And it might say something a little different today as we're doing this a little in advance. But what you're going to do is click on get started. And that's going to bring you to your create account page. And some of you did this last year, so you might be able to just add in your username and password, which I was part of this last year as well, so I have access to it from last year. But let's say that you don't. So what you're going to do is create an account, and it's going to ask you some basic information: your email, confirm your email, click that you're not a robot, and then confirm. And then that'll bring you to a landing page where you are going to enter your name, address, you can create a password. It is going to ask for your credit card information. And one thing I want to stress here is that after the event closes, your credit card, and if you are a high bidder on anything, which good luck, we do clear out the credit card information. So it's not something that we hold on to. We don't have access to charge any of your credit cards. So just please keep that in mind. So it is a safe, we've had no issues with this, knock on wood. And so please know that it is a safe platform for you to enter that information. So we're going to go in here as I am a recurring bidder, and I'm going to add my information. Let's hope I do this correctly. All right. And it's already got me listed. So I'm going to click on start bidding, and I already entered all my information, just so you folks know. And it brings us to our event page. So this is last year. So this is showing some of last year's items and the high bidders and whatnot. But this is where you'll go, and you'll just click on an item, and it'll give you all of the details. It'll give you any restrictions, and then you'll just click on bid. And the fun thing about this platform, just so you all, if you haven't used it yet, is that when you bid on an item and someone outbids you, the cell phone number that you entered or the email that you enter, whichever preference you want, it'll notify you that you've been outbid. And then you can say if you want to bid higher, or you can pass on an item. But we're going to have over 500 items this year. I do want to mention that this year we also, thanks to Constantly Pizza, have a raffle item. And this year it is a 75-inch smart TV, Samsung. It's also accompanied with a Samsung soundbar, and with all the bells and whistles. So for $20, you can get a raffle ticket. You can buy multiple, and then we will draw the winner of that as well on Saturday, December 11th at 8 p.m. at the close of the event. So any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, Tanya Frost. My email is tfrost@centralnhclubs.org, or feel free to give me a call at 603-496-2799. Thanks, guys. Happy bidding.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. To music
name's Amanda Grapponi-Osmer, and I'm the 4th generation of the Grapponi family to help own and operate Grapponi Automotive here in Bow, New Hampshire. We've got Ford, Honda, Hyundai, Toyota, and Mazda. So if you want 2 or 3 cars brought to you at the same location, no problem, we can do that for you. We also have a variety of benefits. When you buy any new or used car from us, you will get 10 years of free New Hampshire state inspections. On the new car side, a 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. Unless it's a Hyundai, you get even more. And then we also do a 3-day money-back guarantee if you don't like the car that you've purchased, or if it's a used car, a 30-day exchange. So there are a lot of benefits to doing business, the kind of the hard benefits I call them, but on the softer side, I think you'll really enjoy working with the team because they are honest, upfront, transparent, and they won't hide anything from you. They're actually paid to serve. That's how we design the pay plans around here. So if you have any questions at all, my name is Amanda, and you can reach me at amanda@grapponi.com. Thanks.
My name is Kiana. I've been involved with the Boys and Girls Club for about 15 years.
My name is Jeff, and I'm 13 years old. I've been coming to the club for probably about 3 years.
My name is Susan Woodbury, and this is my husband Steven, and my grandson Jace. He's 4 and attends Belmont Early Learning Center.
When I was about 6 or 7, I was angry and trying to find myself in a weird, confusing world. I had home issues going on. My dad was murdered in Manchester, and my sister died next to me when she was 2 and I was about 5. And my mom didn't really know what to do with herself, so she resorted to drugs and alcohol and living a life that was not fit for kids.
Before the Boys and Girls Club, I wasn't so much of a great kid. I was kind of filthy, I swore a lot, and I was kind of a bully. It was mostly because my dad was in the military, and he used to go away for his drill for 2 weeks, and it kind of had an impact on me and led me the wrong way.
I would describe Jace as rambunctious, hard-headed. Both of his parents are drug addicts.
He was growing up in a drug situation. It was not a good situation for him, you know, and that's why he's a lot of what he is today. Why he's so independent, because he was basically, if he wanted something, he had to find it and figure it out. And at an early age, he learned that real quick.
So becoming a member was honestly pretty easy. I walked up to Dusty because he was just standing outside supervising everyone, and I asked if I could use the bathroom, and he said of course. And he walked me in and he showed me, and it was like, this is the place I'm supposed to be.
I started coming to the club 3 years ago because my parents were working full-time jobs.
When I first saw Jeff, I thought that this is a kid who's guarded and perhaps is going through something, and there may be some trauma that he's not willing to talk about.
I've gotten into some trouble in the past. For example, I was playing truth or dare with a friend. You know, I got dared to throw a pool stick into the wall, and I did it. I got in lots of trouble by my parents, staff, and everyone else.
So after that incident, he was put into my cohort, and that's where it was kind of his last straw. This was a turnaround moment, and then that's where it became apparent to me that he needs help, and we're gonna give it to him.
He was in a different program before this one. When COVID hit, it got shut down. He was not thriving there. I really loved the daycare, but it just didn't work for him. We were getting calls every day. He has a full-time job. I have a full-time job. You just can't run around with a 3-year-old, and that's when I started calling this place. Erica is the director of the Early Learning Child Center in Belmont, and she is a godsend. She made a spot for him. I mean, she didn't have to. She could have said no, and she didn't. She said, I can 2 days a week, and I'll take it.
So when I came to the club, it really provided me with a sense of like belonging and family, and really showed me people care about me. At home, I had all these big responsibilities. So coming here was really like a weight off my shoulders, where I could just be a kid. I could play kickball, I could play basketball, and I could just be free.
Jeff and I became close through playing sports. Jeff loves to play sports. He loves basketball, he's good at soccer, he's great as a goalie. Literally everyone fights over him on the team to have him as the goalie. And for me, my way of building relationship with kids is through sports. And it was in playing that sport that he became really close friends with another member who was good at basketball. And then he was in the group and it just went from there, and sports was his way to make friends.
Jace had
He's
anger issues that he was he's trying to work through. He doesn't know why. He just gets mad about things, and because he's so strong-willed, between Erica and her staff has really worked well for Jace. He's learned to use his words, so like the calls are getting less and less.
yes.
So when I was younger and a club kid, I thought that I would just be here forever, and I feel like Dusty and Bob really pushed me to, like, you should do your homework, you should get good grades, you can be better, like pushing me in the right direction, not telling me what to do, but pushing me to be a better version of myself. So as I was a club kid and getting a little older, I could learn how to one day maybe be a counselor. I worked here all the summers for college, and then after college, my supervisor at the time was like, you're qualified now, what do you think about being a director? And I was like, okay, cool, sounded like a cool gig. And then now being in the role I'm in, it's so much more than just a cool gig. It's a lot more than that.
I think the role of a staff person to help a child become who they are and get out of their shell is to invest in them and have that relationship with them.
He has blossomed. Yeah, are there tough times? Yeah, but they're far less.
It's just been a difference maker for Jace in his life. I always know when I drop him off that he's in the best of care. I don't have to worry about anything or anything else. He's excited. And to see that kind of excitement in a 4-year-old, it just makes your heart feel really good. You know, that you're doing the right thing. This organization really does a great thing for kids.
I feel that the club for Jeff has let him realize that you're given second chances and you're not labeled as the bad kid who's poking holes in the wall. You're able to grow, and there's growth, and we're here to work with you, and you will always be forgiven.
The Boys and Girls Club has pushed me to be a better person, and I like that.
If the Boys and Girls Club wasn't there, I don't think I would be where I am today. I think really just stepping foot in the door was my first, like, okay, you can do this. I think that I would be down a very bad path, and I wouldn't be as proud and as educated and as professional as I am today without the club. Just always been a nice home, a safe place, yeah.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha 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 ha! So great, baby spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh! Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh! Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Well, my name is Brian Waters. This is Sal's Pizza. We've been open since 2003, so we're running on about 19 years here. Born and raised in Concord, New Hampshire. I actually went to the club when I was younger. And it's been great being a part of the community again. You know, I never would have dreamed this business for myself. I went to school for marine biology, but my father-in-law, myself, opened this up in 2003. He was looking to do something new, and I was looking to do something new. And we knew the pizza well in Manchester, and we approached the family about opening up a Sal's here, and kind of the rest is history. It's hard work, but I've really enjoyed it. It's great being a part of the community this way, and kind of, we've kind of developed a really good reputation. And I just kind of love what we do. It's like I said, it's hard, but it's fun, and I love supporting clubs like the Boys and Girls Club. Like I said, I went there when I was a young kid, and it meant a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to thousands of kids in the community, and we're trying to do our part to help our community. That's what I love about it.
I know it's been a tough year for many businesses. How are you guys getting through?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I hoped we would have been on the other side of this at this point. I think we've kind of found a little bit of a new normal. It was hard at the beginning. I'm really proud of my staff for kind of sticking with me through all this. We had to make some big changes, and but the staff stuck with me, the customers stuck with us, and we've kind of really been able to develop a good kind of business through all this. It's not fun right now, it's not great, but I feel like we're coming out the other side of it, and I'm really proud of how everyone's kind of gotten through it. So.
We can't thank you enough for all your support for our club. And if you get a chance, make sure you go to GetForGives.org on the 11th today and get on board.
Awesome, yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it. It's something I enjoy doing, and go club.
Sandal Napa is a proud sponsor of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central New Hampshire. It's no coincidence that Sandal Napa has been a big supporter of the club since day one. Ed Sandal Sr. helped lead the efforts for the club's first permanent location. Today, some 65 years later, the Boys and Girls Club has helped change the lives of many kids in the Concord area by providing a place for kids who need to have constructive and caring guidance in their lives. Sandal Napa is happy to see the club grow throughout the years and teach the same traits that made Sandal Napa so successful. Honesty, respect, responsibility, teamwork, and leadership. Being a kid these days isn't easy, with social pressures that never existed before. That's why the importance of the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Hampshire is greater than ever. The future of our country lies in the hands of children throughout America. Join Sandal Napa in supporting the cause that will help the children of today make the world a better place tomorrow.
If I drew a picture of myself before I came to the Boys and Girls Club, it would look like a girl that has a really sad face and has the colors only black and white, nothing around her, no friends or anything.
My name is Jamie Skinner. My daughter Dakota LaFay goes to the Boys and Girls Club.
My name is Michelle Diamond. I have 3 boys that attend the Concord Boys and Girls Club. Their names are Michael, Marcus, and Malik.
My name is Dale Burby, and my son Lucas attends the Boys and Girls Club.
Michael is very kind-hearted. He comes from a very old soul. Marcus is very athletic. He loves sports, particularly basketball. Malik is very kind. Here he is looked up to. He's a great member of the club.
Dakota is a very kind, sensitive, articulate, creative, heartwarming young lady. But in a nutshell, Dakota is a wonderful human being.
Lucas is a very energetic child, loves to be the center of attention. For the most part, he's a very happy child. He does have disabilities, speech, language, intellectual. So sometimes communicating with people is hard for him. So he'll just scream rather than being able to find the appropriate words to use. You don't know how other people are going to react to him, because he is different. You worry.
Dakota, in 11 years, has grown up, unfortunately, pretty quickly. She has had some challenging moments in her life in regards to some of a family member.
Well, the things that were going on in my life, and it affected my behavior by being mad at people very easily. Not controlling myself, I would just get upset for no reason. Even if I was just really happy, I would just start crying for some reason. No one really understood why. I didn't even know why.
Being able to articulate how she's feeling without becoming angry at times was an issue we were dealing with for a while. Sending her off to school, sending her off anywhere, knowing that she had these demons in her mind and not being able to always help her feel better about them is difficult.
We learned about the club through Simons Elementary because the program that did after school care closed down. So the Boys and Girls Club came in, and my middle son Craig attended before Lucas attended.
We've tried other places for care and after school, and this just seemed to be the better choice.
About 2 years ago, her stepfather and I bought a home in Pennacook. We both work full-time, so we had to come up with a program that would accommodate the transportation, but also it's really important to her father and I that she's in a program that's going to stimulate her, that's going to engage her, and she's going to have fun. So we looked into the Boys and Girls Club. They had good reviews, the transportation was there, so we gave it a try.
Lucas and the club are working out really well. Molly is awesome. She has been great. And the other staff members, they have time to get to know him and his ins and outs and his little quirks.
Some of the challenges with Lucas is his speech. It's really hard to understand what he's saying sometimes. And he can be very stubborn. He earns things that he wants. So if he's listening really well, if he does a little tiny thing, you have to make a huge deal out of it. And it makes him so happy.
My son Michael sometimes needs extra help with his homework, and at the Boys and Girls Club, he gets that help and he gets that individual one-on-one that he needs every day. They all enjoy that time of going outside after school. They like to be able to get all that energy out. I'll get a call at 4 o'clock from one of my boys asking if they can stay longer. That's a sign telling me that they really are loved here, and they really are enjoying what they're doing. And it's just everything the Boys and Girls Club is enriching their ability to be a better person and to really grow.
I am in the art club at Boys and Girls Club, and the art club is where you can kind of express yourself if you like drawing, and if you're upset you can use different color paint. So if you're upset you can use blue, and it's really fun because I actually met a lot of people, and yeah, I get to see Mary a lot. That's good.
She really enjoyed art club. We started talking about the project she was doing, but it was more than that. It was Mary. It was Mary's ability to take her under her wing and really mentor her. She taught her that expressing her emotions through art would be helpful. Draw me a picture, use the colors based on how you're feeling. And through doing this with Mary, she developed a relationship where she trusted Mary.
Lucas loves being a part of the Boys and Girls Club for just the social aspect of it. You know, being with different people, going different places, interacting with, everybody, learning how am I supposed to act, just being able to see the whole environment.
If we don't have these kids interacting, I feel like that sort of just perpetuates the stigmas. He's teaching them not everybody's body or mind works the same. He's teaching them tolerance.
I'm really blown away by all the things that the Boys and Girls Club is able to offer, not only my children, but myself. There are times where the Boys and Girls Club has extra food that they've purchased, and they give it away to club members' families. And fortunately enough, we have had the opportunity to receive food from here, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful thing.
As a parent of a special needs child, you worry a lot. And when he's at the Boys and Girls Club and when he's with Molly and her staff, I don't worry. And as a parent, that's just everything.
Lucas is joy. Like, he is the most joyful, happy kid ever. I hope I'm making a difference in his life. He's making one in mine. I just love him.
I would say to Mary, thank you. Thank you for being a very good person. And thank you for loving Coda.
The picture I would draw of me after the Boys and Girls Club, it would look like smile, bright blue eyes, very happy, friends around her, and everything will be very colorful. I'm Jackson. I'm Jake Dick. I'm Maddie D. And we're gonna sing Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año. Felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año. Felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Hi, I'm Colin with Scenic Views Landscaping. We're a property management company based out of the capital area. We donated a gift to the Boys and Girls Club this year for a spring cleanup, so go there and bid on it. We've always supported the Boys and Girls Club for the youth to have a great place to go and a safe place in the community.
My name is Michaela, and I'm 13, and I've been coming to the club for 3 years.
My name is Tanya Millette, and I have 2 grandchildren. One, Bryson, who's 4.5, and Carter, who's 7.5 and has autism.
My name is Jessica Letizio. My children, Connor, Audrey, and Ben, go to the Boys and Girls Club.
Well, my friend would describe myself as funny and caring and kind.
Bryson is a little spitfire, has lots of personality, lots of energy, a happy-go-lucky kid for the most part, enjoys life, loves to play outside, loves to use his imagination.
Connor is 14, and he is very special. He has trouble making friends. He has a really big heart. He loves to spend time listening to music and drumming. He is diagnosed with autism and bipolar, as well as executive functioning disorder. And then he has some learning disabilities on top of those.
My uncle started taking care of me because my mom, she was like struggling, and because my stepdad and her got divorced. And so my uncle took on the responsibility, and I had nothing to do after school. So I was like, I'll just go to the club because I have friends here.
My daughter and her 2 children moved to Connecticut. Within 9 months, she had lost custody of both boys. She is a heroin addict. She overdosed and fell asleep at the wheel. No injuries, just in the middle of a traffic area. So they were placed in foster care in Connecticut. And then in July of 2019, we received full guardianship of the boys.
I grew up in New Hampshire. I moved away in 2012. I came back with the kids to leave an abusive marriage and an abusive home. So the kids and I came back to homelessness. And I did not have a job I was coming to. I didn't have a home.
I do remember the first day of the club, and it was pretty scary because I was scared that anyone wasn't gonna like me or anything. I was really shy, so I didn't really talk to anyone. I just sat there.
I figured I could do it all. I didn't second guess myself. It was okay, go to work, come home. It was just kind of like the norm. I didn't really think about it. But slowly I had to stop and think about it. It was very real. It was, where do I go? Who do I call? And by the grace of God, I met Erica.
So when Bryson first started with us, he did have some attachment stuff, so we knew coming from foster care to Nana to, he was just trying to figure out who was gonna be there for him.
When I was trying to find somewhere that would take my children, it was important to me to find somewhere that would take a child with disabilities, which is not easy to find. And Connor's case manager suggested here because the Boys and Girls Club has taken children with autism before. Jim runs the Boys and Girls Club in the Lakes region. And Jim and I spoke on the telephone. I talked to him about Connor's disabilities, about some of the struggles that he has day to day. And Jim was confident that the Boys and Girls Club would be able to handle some of Connor's disabilities and be able to work through some of his issues with him.
Rachel is the senior program director at the Boys and Girls Club. We got to know each other so well by one day I was really upset, and she could tell, and she pulled me aside, and I talked to her about it, and just ever since I've always gone to her about everything. She's really nice, and she cares about how you feel, and if you're sad or something, you can always go to her to talk about it.
I think my relationship with Bryson is pretty special. We've connected in ways that he knows he can trust me. I just show him that I care, and no matter what it is, I am invested and care about what he does here.
Without the center and Erica's help, I feel that we would not even be where we are today. Her dedication and assistance to families, whether or not in need or not, just knowing that the center is there for any way that they can help a family. And that is huge to me.
The friends that he makes here, the counselors here, they create authentic friendships. And there's authenticity among the children and the relationships that he does not get in the school environment. That helps him gain self-confidence and know that he can be loved for who he is, that people don't have to be forced into having relationships with him, but they can actually enjoy him for who he is. And that's important, and I think that can change anyone's life.
Because of the club, I am probably more open and really happy, and I can be myself, basically. They've helped me get through some things, and they're just been really supportive. I do think I belong here. Yeah.
I believe that God puts people in your life for reasons, and I believe that the center has helped us and continued to only making us be a stronger family.
I just knew that I had chosen the right place because they saw my children as people that they wanted to invest in and they wanted to see grow and become independent and see them do great things. And that means more to me, and I will happily give my money to an organization that's going to invest in my children and see them as individuals and not just as a number coming through the door.